It is, well, welcome to Supernatural Folklore Investigations. Time is 3:36 a.m. on Tuesday, October 28th. That is actually the third one that I've seen. It's just that was the first one that I was able to actually get a shot of. There's another one right by the tree there. So now we're at 4. I was thinking I wasn't going to be able to do this because the forecast was indicating. There's another one right there. Come on, light up, bad boy. Get brighter, get brighter, get brighter. Go figure. And I think there could be a plane out that way. You can just barely see it, still see it moving along. But yeah, from what I looked at yesterday and, we've already stated today. Last night, it was indicating clouds around this time, but it's actually going to be clear. And tomorrow morning, Wednesday, it's going to be clear again. So considering we've already had 2 pretty big active nights, I see a third. Well, pretty much as long as we don't really get a whole lot of air traffic from us out there. I came across a video on my For You page on TikTok maybe like an hour ago. This person was showing a ton of them moving around all at the same time, and it was actually like straight up. I have not seen anything like that in my 10 months of filming these things like that. But again, like I said, those were way up in the air versus these are turning around and coming down and clearly going into our lake. May take a little bit, so definitely hang in there. This is the same thing the last 2 mornings took, like they started popping up. Like that little guy right down there. No, it faded away. But yeah, it takes just a little bit to start. There we go. Another one right there. It's starting to get brighter. Definitely going somewhere. Not that far from me. It's like they literally are going into the water, I swear. like this, you'll see this one, and then it's gonna turn around and fade, and then it'll turn around and start going towards the lake. And there's another one behind it. Just this to there. There we go. Come on. Do it again. Do it again. There was another one that was right down in this area here at the bottom of the screen. But right now this definitely seems to be our spot. There's another one appearing up above. I don't know if I can get it or not. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. Just stick right there for right now. Unless they turn around and start getting bright up there, then I'll do an adjustment. Definitely, please make sure to hit that like button, share with your friends. That one right there going down. And no, it's not flashing. That's just because of the trees. Just as I was moving it, you could see that there was like a little flash, or not flash, but just a tiny little bit of light that was there, and then obviously gone. So these things are... I wasn't expecting them to be showing up down there like that. But yeah, I should figure. Now this is day 3, so again, slight adjustment from the prior nights. I mean, look at that. Again, guys, airplanes aren't gonna be that low. Oh yeah, to that video that I had seen on TikTok. Person dropped in the comments, "Oh, I've seen drone shows do that." That's like, no. Why, if this is, a group or whatever doing this, how are they pulling this off in multiple states? Another one right there. Oh crap, I zoomed too far. Sorry guys. I hate it when it does that, if I go too far. Yeah, these things are not They're not drones, not Chinese lanterns, not satellites, not airplanes. This is not us. And I even just seen, if you go and look up News Nation, one of their most recent postings, I forgot the dude. Apparently he used to be an actor, and now he, does stuff involving UFOs, even though a lot of the things that I've seen him doing, he's basically sat there and called a lot of legitimate stuff fake. But they were talking about seeing lights in the ocean, and then they showed like the whole eastern seaboard of these things. Oh crap, that went up right. But they also did show a slight video of somebody on a boat. I don't know if it was by New York or if it was down by Florida, but they showed that there were like some kind of green lights, or I don't know if it's just the color of the ocean. I've never physically seen the ocean, so but anyways, they were showing multiple lights in the ocean. Yeah, too, hopefully I'll be able to do my investigation at the asylum cemetery on Halloween, because they're calling for like a 20% chance of rain around the time that I want to go do it. So I'm hoping nothing happens, or I might not be doing an investigation anywhere, because one, I ain't got the money to sit there and pay to go to a place. Two, cemeteries are free. But three, it's, I live in Wisconsin, and we're literally getting into the period where, we're going to start seeing snow. I mean, we've had snow quite a few times, actually, on Halloween. Just, it wasn't like, like a blizzard or anything, but, still was kind of snowing. What you doing up there, buddy? You can just barely see it. It's getting close to about the middle of the screen. I don't know if that's coming like straight down like the other ones, or come on, another one just popped up. They're crossing each other, and they're right where the power line is. there. And there's another one actually right in the middle of the screen. Right. Didn't want to do that again. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's kind of going down to the bottom right corner. And now that makes sense why they didn't get really bright for us. But yet, they should. Because there's an airplane actually way higher up. I don't know if I can get it or not. Hold on. There it is. Airplane. See, airplane go flashy, flashy. That plane is definitely traveling near their area. And the thing is too, like if these things are actually coming out of a ship up there, like that ship has to be making adjustments when planes are coming through. Or too, like I've said in the past, like they could be coming out of a portal, but you can't see anything. Sinkhole. Always flying down the street. Right there. You can just barely see that thing moving in the bottom left. I know I caught it before it really faded. Another one showing up. Didn't want that there. See some multiples. Yeah, no, you wanna. You know you wanna. Yeah, when I first started doing this, I thought it was weird turning around and talking, because obviously there's nobody here. So I'm talking, technically to myself, but obviously I'm talking to you, the viewers. I'm popping up. It's right in the middle. You can see it. Yeah, definitely I'm glad that they finally... Oh, and another one actually popped up. You just barely see it right there. Come on. Stop teasing. Light up. Really bright. But I'm glad that they're back over this way. Because I can sit here in my bedroom and film right out my window, and like that we can turn around and, see obviously them coming down through here and everything. We wouldn't be catching that if I were outside and freezing my butt off and on the ground. It's actually like 40 degrees. I hate that I got the street light to my right though. Because if that light wasn't there, I'd be able to see a lot better. Could be partly why we got a bit of pixelation. But like I said, I don't really mind the pixelation, because you can tell the difference between the pixels and them. Oh my. 4 o'clock now. We're getting close to about the time we should start seeing more of them. And one's showing up right now. You can kind of see it moving along. And you're gonna possibly see an airplane actually. That could be why that one didn't get really bright. The plane is like right in this spot. Yeah, there we go. There's one popping up. And it was cool too. Yesterday's video and even the prior one, like they're starting. Oh, go figure, that one popped up once that airplane was further out. But yeah, I'm loving that they're starting to go towards the tower again. And I posted on my TikTok account an old video from January 23rd. One was coming down, and I don't know if I possibly caught a meteor going through, or another one of them shooting through, or the thing might have shot a laser, or some kind of a beam at the tower. So if you started following me here on YouTube from TikTok, go check out my my most recent post. You'll find it interesting, but I did it in like a couple different speeds and zoomed in, more and everything, which is nice with TikTok, that you can do that with videos, zoom in and make it bigger and whatnot. But it's definitely one of my favorite, probably definitely I think like my top favorite out of all of this. But if you're new, turn around, look up Supernatural Folklore 23 on TikTok. Again, its most recent video, so it'll be right next to my one pinned video. Two, you can even go looking through the shorts that I have on here. You'll just have to go a ways back to, if you go actually into the post section, I don't know if you can view the post section on a television set, but anyway, you can on a phone. Turn around, go to the post section, scroll down a little bit, and then you'll see a screenshot. I didn't even see it or nothing. I was, recording the whole time, but it happened so quickly. I didn't notice it until I turned around and actually reviewed the footage. I don't do a ton of reviewing, to be honest. It takes too much time. Even turning around and doing the whole editing thing, trimming down, it's no. To me, I feel giving you the full unedited thing here on YouTube is perfect. Schizophrenic neighbor just turned around and came out in his underoos like he likes to do, and started talking. He keeps targeting my one set of neighbors across the street that's directly next to him. I start hearing talking, what the heck? It's kind of weird. He's actually doing that at 4:07. Another one coming in. There it be. Again, I wish that telephone pole wasn't there. at another plane. Come on. I seriously hate it when planes go through because it stalls up on turning around and seeing them. Or at least turning around and seeing them getting really bright. Another one just popped up. You'll see it here in a second at the top. Maybe. There it is. So what you're seeing slightly lower and to the left going towards the middle, that's the airplane. Chat too, I'm still seeing videos of people. Oh, dude, actually, I think it was a picture this time. Oh, it morphed into an airplane. I'm like, dude, knock it off. You make it hard for people like me with legitimate evidence by sitting there. Oh, this isn't a UAP, this is UAP, and literally it's an airplane, or it's a star, or, a planet. I still think it's funny though that the one person's all like the Little Dipper was a mothership, like. I'm actually 26 days away from my 40th birthday. And I remember in the 90s, everybody's sitting there learning all the different constellations and stuff. It's like some of them I don't quite remember some of their names right off the top of my head, but I remember what they look like. It's like at some point we stopped teaching people about those things and obviously good values and everything. Another one just appeared right by it. I'm probably not going to go as long as I have the last few recordings. Maybe at least a good hour in total. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep yesterday, so feeling pretty tired. I want to record the evidence, I'm collecting evidence, so I've been doing pretty much for several months now. But obviously in the process of collecting my evidence, I have caught some really good stuff. But definitely it doesn't help though that them planes have gone through like they have. And they've been pretty close to each other in time. Oh, there's one. There's one right there. It's right in the middle. Right there. You can see a little bugger moving along to the bottom left. Or going towards the bottom left of the screen. And you'll notice too, if you start going back through a lot of my old recordings doing this, I kind of have a bit of a sailor's mouth, or sailor's tongue. I can't remember the saying right off the top of my head. I'm tired. But I've gotten a lot better. Like that, I'm saying little bugger instead of little effort. It's like, too, I'm trying to make sure that I'm keeping it like PG-13, because just in case if kids happen to be watching this, I'm not influencing them to say something bad. And I made that adjustment because I'd seen another one. And another airplane. You can just barely see it, but it's like right there. It's right up in this area. You yahoos are preventing us from seeing them. One just popped up down low, but of course I started moving the camera to point down there, and then it just goes dim. Like, I'm not getting why we're getting so much plane traffic. But it's interesting. Every one of them has been in the same area, going the same direction. And two, there could be a slim possibility that that actually could be military. Because several months ago, I reported my findings in the first couple of months. Oh, there's an airplane way up high. That's the airplane. Top right. Bottom right is the one star from the other night. So he's using that star as like a kind of a reference point, but at the same time, like we at least had a something that was still out in the distance, and you know they were moving along, so you could see them moving along, and the fact that there's an object just staying in one place. I like it when I can do that. Kind of interesting though, I didn't see a ton of flashing on that plane. Excuse me. There we go. And considering the time, it's 44 minutes in, so it's 4:21. They've adjusted. Obviously, we did cut that one before it dimmed. But I feel like we're gonna have to do this. Yeah, now they're appearing, at least from what I could see, they're appearing to the right of the pole and going to the left. I'm pointing right at them. Because you can just barely see the transformer right there on the pole. They're popping up right, like just a smidge above where I was just pointing. I think those planes literally just rained on our parade. see another one out there. It's heading towards the star right now. Zoom is dimmed out more. I'm gonna step away for a few minutes. I'm gonna go out there and have a quick smoke, turn around and see if I see anything else around. But yeah, at this point, like I said, we should see them pop up. So again, this little dot right here is the star. So there's another one. Actually, there's a few of them out there. Bottom of the screen, just saw one. Go. Yeah, I think I'm in a good spot for right now. So hopefully more will show up, but as long as I get it nice and bright, should still see them. I mean, you might possibly see them moving along if they're not that bright. So are you gonna light up or no? So one that just appeared low, a little bit lower from the monitor. And another plane. Go figure. I'll be back. Well, I'm back, and I'm gonna wait maybe like a minute or two, see if another one pops up. Hi, buddy. Oh, there we go. Oh, Ted, no, come on. I'm just seeing another two up there. Ted, come on. And that one is not what I saw. Another one, top right. It's 441. Ooh. Ooh. I like it when that happens. Sometimes you get that rare occasion that they start to light up, dim, and then they light up again before they go dim to where you can't see them. And of course, that honking again. And there's another one coming. It's a bit higher up though. Come on. There's my star. And there it is. It's kind of towards the top, going to the middle. Actually, two of them just crossed paths. This other one lights up. It's heading like towards the star, but it's a little bit lower than the star. And another one. There we go. You can see it moving along. like I said, airplanes definitely slow these things up on doing their thing, and we've already had like what 7 or 8 of them come through in the past hour and 8 minutes now. 4:44. I think though I'm gonna end this here in like a minute or two. I want to go to bed. And it doesn't help that the planes really killed our peak time of these things. Again, this is basically all evidence. You know, sitting there showing, hey, they showed up again. Now, I'm not gonna sit there and record on a cloudy night because they don't come down. Where it's like if they do happen to be coming down, they don't light up at all. I still like to know what's causing that light that they're admitting. Figure another one down low. I'm sorry for a little bit of rocking there. I'm literally lifting up the one leg on this. Again, I'm using a painting tripod, not a camera tripod. And I have an old clip from an actual phone, small little tripod for like a binocular scope type attachment. But sadly, that scope attachment broke a few years ago. So, and then the one part to the tripod, the phone clips to the two pieces ended up separating from each other. So I don't have the small little tripod anymore, but I still kept the clip, because the clip also has the little long attachment thing for the scope, so I got it secured to the art tripod. I've even sat there and like used a thumbtack and pinned my phone up and watched stuff on my phone before. Yeah, I And I see another one way up high. It seriously stinks. I was hoping to turn it around and get some really good stuff with this being a third day in a row. Because it's like, straight up in the past, every time we go through consecutive days, we get a lot more activity than, what we do the first day after cloud coverage. But the airplanes definitely gypped us today. And I just saw a shooting star. Okay. I think that's all she wrote, folks. Because now it's probably, the years, see one here and there. I see another one. Looks like right up this way right now. Yeah. Yep, this really stinks. Alright. Well, thank you for watching. Really lame that the airplanes prevented us from seeing a lot more activity. But yeah, please definitely hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Share with your friends. Have your friends subscribe. Every sub is greatly appreciated. Oh, hold on. Hold on. you, whatever you things are. At least we got one more before I end it. May turn around and snap off a couple of pics with Expert Raw. See if I see anything else. But yeah, again, thank you for watching. This is Supernatural Folklore Investigations signing off. Y'all stay spooky. I will have another recording probably tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. Again, thanks for watching. Take care, everybody.